Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Solana price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Starting on the daily charts here, we are looking at several scenarios unfolding as bullish and bearish. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, a finished wave A or a wave 1. After both case scenario, you're looking at a wave B, 3 waves toward the downside, potentially as well finishing a wave 2 in the blue scenarios, meaning you are potentially here in an A, B and a C toward the upside finished, or in a 1, 2 and you're looking for another 1, 2 and then 3, 4, 5 for higher prices. Another scenario, you have finished 3 waves up, you're looking for 3 waves down and then continuation simply toward the upside. In all those bullish scenarios, you are looking for 3 corrective waves to hit a minimum target between the 0.38 and the 0.5 fib level, which where you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1. In the orange scenario here, you're looking for an ABC for a wave 2, of course, and then moving for higher prices, of course, for this wave 2, which is the minimum requirement, of course, 0.38 for this wave 2. However, if it's gonna dive deeper in a bearish scenario, much bigger bearish scenario can be, of course, a bigger ABC to reach, of course, the 0.618, 0.786, and then moving for higher prices as an impulse in a double 1, 2 and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 toward the upside. However, this target is very far right now and still too early to call, meaning the wave 2 still can unfold from this area as well, 0.38 fib level, which is a $75 for Solana. Very logical number, of course, as 3 wave corrective and moving for higher prices. Right now as well, we are looking, of course, for this move towards the downside, which is potentially not finished yet, and we're gonna dive much more inside it to see what's going on there. On the 2-hour charts here, we can see, of course, this wave toward the downside, where you have, of course, a 1, 2 here. Your wave 1 and in the yellow scenario is not finished yet, where you have 1, 2 and then 3, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. You're still looking for a wave 5 to finish. In this case scenario, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, finished wave 3, as you can see for the yellow. And after this, you got a wave 4 for the yellow potentially here, and you finish, of course, this wave 4 correctively, and you're looking for a wave 5 as an ending diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. As you can see, this ending diagonal might unfold, of course, a wave 5 finally, of course, to finish this ending diagonal somehow like this, and of course moving for final wave 5 to finish this corrective wave. And potentially, of course, we have different scenarios here that it might unfold. Now, these all fib levels has been hit, those targets. Invalidation of bearish is not taken here in case you are in a 1, 2 and you're looking for 3, 4 and a 5 toward the downside. We are still inside this impulse, and of course, in case we are impulsive, you might see some different scenarios here unfolding rather than an ending diagonal. Why? Because an ending diagonal, you started already with a zigzag. You would like to see a wave 2, which we got it very nicely. You would like to see a wave 3 as a zigzag as well. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished wave A, B, and a C. If you have finished a wave 3 here and you're looking at a wave 4, so potentially it can be, of course, an ending diagonal if only you have finished a zigzag here for a wave 3. You're looking for 4 and you're looking for a wave 5 as another zigzag. Now, another scenario for this wave here is, of course, a W, X, and a Y. Your W is 3 waves toward the downside, finishing a W here, of course, and you got a very sharp wave X in 3 waves toward the upside. And finally, you're looking at 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave Y. And this is a much more logical, to be honest, a scenario than an ending diagonal. And that because if you are looking for a zigzag here as an A, a B, and a C, well, you don't really see a clean impulse yet finish for a wave C, right? And that gives a much higher potential, and that because, of course, the invalidation was not taken yet, gives higher potential that you are in a bigger impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish, of course, a wave C here as an A, B, and a C for a wave Y. Meaning higher possibility you are in a wave Y, higher possibility you're still looking for lower, yeah, and yeah, because we did not invalidate this scenario yet. If we move a little bit closer inside it, you can see that this tend to be, of course, much more corrective than impulsive toward the upside. Meaning it can still be, of course, a wave 4 here. However, as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, you would like to see one more leg toward the upside, taking the high. If we take, of course, this invalidation, that would be a signal that we might, of course, shift to something much more bullish and to take it from there. We would like to see this invalidation taken to say that, okay, that we have, of course, a potential bullish scenario unfolding here. Currently, we cannot really say this. We are still in a corrective wave here potentially. If we take the fib levels, you did not hit the 1 to 1, or you did hit it, but you did not hit any kind of fib levels for a wave 3. Meaning we cannot count 1, 2, 3 yet until, of course, this wave 5 hits this blue zone. Would be nicer for the bullish if we hit the blue zone with a wave 5, of course, inside it, so we can call it therefore a wave 3, and we take it from there. Now if we take a look on the KGT here, the indicator, and we can see, of course, we have a very strong bearish signal in conversions at the 500 strengths, in conversions with the top here, and that means, of course, giving much more pressure for lower prices. We don't see any kind of bullish signal yet, even on the lower. Let's see a little bit lower price here on the 3-minute chart. Well, we got, of course, our last divergence where we got here a bullish signals, divergence with the price action. We saw higher prices followed by a very bearish signal taken from there. Now we're gonna see if we gonna continue the higher prices, and we see, of course, taking the high here. If we're gonna invalidate this bearish signal, that would be great, and that would be the indication of the bullish signal. The same as for the Elliott wave, right? Higher potential, of course, to move toward the downside, but if we move for higher, taking the high here, that would be, of course, unfolding kind of like a bullish scenario as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We take it from there. But be careful, higher potential right now is to continue toward the downside. We are under the invalidation level and we are corrective. Yeah, don't forget 1, 2, 3, or A, B, and a C. 3 corrective waves toward the downside. 1, 2, 3 can be a WXY. Be careful, as a zigzag for a wave Y and moving toward the downside. We are very, very close as well for the invalidation of any kind of an impulse. Here we go. This is your invalidation of an impulse to the upside, meaning higher potential, guys, to move for lower. Don't forget to follow on X. I have uploaded today POPCAT, and more coins and updates are to come today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.